What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Canon Corey, man, and I'm here with a special guest. Her name is Dee Chanel.
Hey.
And we both live here in Houston, and I've been basically doing like a whole like series right now talking about like what life is like here in Houston. And so I know I have my perspective, but I want to start bringing some other people into the mix to give y'all their perspective as well. I didn't even ask you, are you single?
I am.
Okay, so I'm single too. So we're basically going to give you guys like a guy's perspective of what it's like to be single in Houston, and she's going to give you a woman's perspective of what it's like to be single here in Houston. And I got a few questions I'm going to ask you. We'll just ask it in general, and I'm going to try to answer them the best I can when it comes to just living here in Houston, because it can get pretty crazy.
Yes.
It can. It's a little
It's a big
rash.
city for a reason. Like.
Yes, it's like Rashade. That's the way I explain it. It's like ratchet but bougie ratchet. Rashade.
Like Tarjay.
Yes, yep, just like that. Oh, and one more thing. If y'all hear some little babies crying in the background or some people speaking Spanish, that's my loud neighbors. For example. Okay, so just ignore that. I'm sorry. I don't know why these walls are so thin, but they kind of built them a little thin.
They're just loud.
All right, so here's the first question. What is the hottest club here in Houston? I think, okay, I'm gonna go for, I think the hottest club in Houston, because it's a lot of different factors.
There's so many places like
if you wanna be, okay, what's the hottest club in Houston for sections? If you're gonna be in a section like turned up with bottles. I'm gonna say, I think it's the Address.
I would say like Space.
Oh.
Or yeah.
So you gotta tell them what Space is though, because some people they
oh
never
yeah.
been to Houston.
Well, y'all should know, if you know anything about Houston, you know about Space. It's a really big club. A lot of celebrities end up going there whenever they come out. Drake, all the people, he's known to be showing up there. It's pretty big. It has 2 floors. It's downtown. Do your research.
Yeah, and it has a stage. I've actually done a video there, like I've been doing my little recap and stuff.
Right.
So if y'all want to check out Space, y'all can go to my channel and just type in Space, and that's one of the clubs that I've been to, done a dope recap. Also, the Address is the place that I was going to talk about. I like the Address because I feel like it's a little more spacious, because Space can get really tight in there, man. Like once you in your like section at Space,
Stuck.
You're in the section, like you ain't going nowhere.
You're stuck.
It's gonna be like.
But that's what you want. Like, you ain't trying to really move around. You got a section, you pay for that shit.
That's true, but what about when you get to the restroom?
Well, yeah, but
yeah, you gotta be able to move and breathe, and then the sections get tight. Like once you get in your spot too in the section, you pretty much ain't moving around. So, but if that's what y'all, that's for the litness. For like
right, if you really trying to get really lit, like you going to Space, like they do confetti and all
that
shit.
that does. The Address don't do confetti.
I don't like the Address.
You don't like the Address?
No.
Why? See, that's why we got a guy. Why do you not like the Address?
Like aesthetically, yeah, it's cool, but like their service, I don't like their service.
Oh.
And the music rotation.
So the DJ and the bottle girls?
Well, we ain't gonna get to the bottle girls
in
Houston. Period. I'll keep my mouth shut.
We can talk about the bottle girls in Houston. That's why we here. We can talk about but okay, we gonna leave it there for now. Maybe that could be a whole.
We're gonna revisit that.
Yeah, we might come back to it. We might. Okay, so this is the next question. Where's the best place to go if you're looking for someone to date? Like if you want to start dating and you want to meet people in Houston, where's the best place to go?
Walmart, Home Depot.
Oh, she ain't say nothing.
The grocery store.
I was thinking
the bookstore.
The bookstore?
Anywhere.
When the last time you was at the bookstore?
I don't know. I don't even see Barnes and Nobles out here. Like that's not even. I have not seen one. I'm not from Houston, so I'm used to being around bookstores.
Okay, but I'm saying like you said people should go to the bookstore and Walmart and stuff. When's the last time you was at Walmart?
I'm always at Walmart.
You always at Walmart? Okay.
I'm always at Walmart.
All right, so Walmart is probably a good best bet to probably find. But I've never gone to like Walmart or Target to like date or find someone to like start dating. Like what I do when I'm trying to find someone to date, like I I hate saying this, but I think the best bet is like to get involved in like a Facebook group. And then like the groups that are like, when they're going out to do things, that's the best place, in my opinion, as a guy, because who wants to go to Walmart? Like, what do you even say if I'm in the clothing rack and I'm just passing by you? Like, what am I supposed to say to you?
Anything. Like, see, that's the problem nowadays. People are so tied up in social media. They don't know how to just organically form connection with people. Like, people play personas on social media. So all that Facebook group stuff, I've been in and out of groups. Would not recommend.
Wait, didn't I meet you in a Facebook group?
Yes, but
I'm just saying.
But as you can see, do I ever be active in there like that?
Not that active anymore. No. But I've seen you a few times.
Right, like when I have my seasons, I'll pop out and then
you be gone.
Disappear. Y'all ain't gonna see me until next summer.
Dang, next summer? Like a whole other year? Oh my God. Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like the way I was kind of like. What I realized is when I was being raised is that it seemed like women, when they go to Walmart, they most of the time are dressed like bummy, right? And they don't want to be approached when they feel like they're dressed bummy. Even if this might be like the finest girl you've ever seen in your life, if she don't feel like she's fine right now, she don't want to be approached. I don't know if I'm being correct or not, but that's why I don't go to Target and Walmart or the gas station, and I don't care how fine I think somebody is when I see them out like that. I'm not saying nothing to you because I just feel like it's a high probability that you're going to probably play me right now because you just don't even want to be talked to in general because you're not even feeling yourself.
It just depends on because I'm definitely one to dress like shit when I'm going like to Walmart. But if you think I'm cute in my bummy clothes, then I'm gonna feel flattered and I'm gonna talk to you because you think I'm cute looking like a bum.
So I'm wrong basically. I should probably change my.
Like I said, it depends on the woman. Like some people who are insecure, you gotta be wary about that. So
it's like I feel like
I don't know.
I feel like there may not really be a real answer for this, guys. Maybe the mall.
Yeah, mall. Like I said, more so outside, like doing things that you like doing, places that you like going. That's where you're gonna find people that you want to date.
But see, that's why I was saying the Facebook groups could be a thing because I join Facebook groups that do things that I like to do, and then you already know when you show up to whatever activity it is that these people are looking to meet people. They want to talk and they want to network and get to know you and stuff. Because I just feel like the probability, once again, of someone even be accepting that, regardless of how you look or if you're their type at all, just the probability of them even having the mindset that they want to be talked to when they go out, it just randomly is very low.
That's true.
Especially in 2023 and whatever year this is that y'all watching this video, it's probably even lower, in my opinion.
It's true. I don't know. Facebook groups, yes, they're good for meeting people here and there, but I don't like it. It's very, very tranquil waters.
All right, here we go. In the ideal setting, what would be the ideal setting of how you want to be approached? Like someone, where are you at, and then how's the guy gonna approach you? Is there even an ideal? No,
just come with something that I haven't heard before. Don't be like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. I look at myself every day in the mirror. I'm well aware.
Well aware.
Come with something y'all have no game. That's y'all problem. Y'all don't have game.
Oh no, I mean.
Well, I'm not y'all.
I'm not going to.
Some men don't have game.
There's a lot of guys who I feel like were raised. I ain't gonna talk about the way they raised. Just whatever they've gone through in life, they become a very quiet person. They don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to just talk to anybody, regardless women or not. So yeah, I can say for the most part, most men don't have game right now. But I feel like that in itself is a whole other conversation. I might have to make a video to start teaching them how to have this game.
You have to make them pay for that.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you can help. I can bring you back and we can talk about it later on.
You don't have to pay me for that.
Oh, I might. I feel like that might be worth it.
From the source.
Okay, so here's the next question. Is Houston a good city to move to right now?
No.
Because I was about to say the same thing.
No.
Stop coming here.
Please.
It is packed. We can't even, I stay right off of the highway. I can't even, when I go to work in the mornings, oh my God.
It's always traffic, 24/7.
Everywhere.
It could be midnight. It's traffic.
It used to be around after 6:30, 7 o'clock, the traffic dies down and you could just kind of cruise to wherever you wanted to go. Man, now, I remember, I think it was Wednesday night or Tuesday night last week, and I think it was like 10 o'clock at night. I was just trying to go somewhere simple, and I couldn't. It was like almost bumper to bumper traffic on a Tuesday. I'm like, why is it and this late at night? Where are y'all going? There was no events I hadn't even heard of, no baseball, and I wasn't close enough to any stadiums for it to be an issue. I'm just like, what is going on? Like, y'all need to stop moving here. I get it, COVID changed the city. It made it where all the restaurants became like / clubs, and like I feel like that's when everybody started to move here and like
all these young ass stupid ass people. Even though I'm young, but I don't associate with them.
They flooded the city, and like, because we never really fully shut down. Like, I remember there was this place called Flavors. It was a restaurant, and I used to go there. Like, my homegirl worked there, and they had like wings and fries, and pretty much every time I went there, it was like kind of slow. Man, COVID hit, and all the clubs shut down, and Flavors turned into like the hottest place to go because Houston did this thing where you could still be open if you were a restaurant. Now, if you were a nightclub, you had to be completely shut down. But if you were a restaurant, you could be open to like 60 or 70% capacity. And so all of the club or all the restaurants start bringing in like a DJ. Because like they couldn't go anywhere else, so they went to restaurants. So they started having a DJ play better music. They had a different menu all of a sudden. They started bringing all kind of like light work. So hookahs all of a sudden. Next thing you know, you're still...
pandemic of Houston.
Yes, that was really the lick that started a hookah business back in COVID time. Because now all the hookah businesses are killing it. And then there's like a bunch of hookah places. Like every restaurant that opens up, period, has to have hookah now.
Literally, like it's bad. It's so bad.
Houston is the hookah capital. I even have a bad habit with hookah now. I done told myself I'm not gonna buy a hookah for this apartment because I could see myself in here just smoking and watching TV all day or playing the game and smoking. I'm trying to fight the urge. Maybe next paycheck, I don't know. So, alright, so unanimous decision, Houston is not a good place?
No, like it's weird, like you said, like it's really packed. It's a lot of homeless people, a lot of crime, a lot of shit going on.
Oh, speaking of crime, my window got knocked out like a week and a half ago. When I went to a restaurant, I ain't gonna say the name because I ain't trying to bash the restaurant, but I was at a restaurant, I was actually even on like a little date. Came outside, date was great. Came outside and I thought that my back window was rolled down. I'm like, dang, I left my window down. I'm like, God damn, hope they ain't take nothing. And I look at my car and I'm realizing, hold on, is that a piece of glass on my window? I'm like, it's not rolled down, it's broken. Because there was no glass on the street, there was no glass in the car. It was just all missing. Whoever broke it took the glass with them. I'm like, this is like an expert thief. And I had my backpack in it, and my backpack had my laptop, my MacBook, and they took my backpack. That was the only thing they took out of my car. And I was like devastated because my laptop had like a lot of work on it, and had a lot of different things on it that I definitely didn't think I was going to be, I can't get back. I ended up having to buy a whole new MacBook like that night. And I had to go the next day go get my back window replaced, and all that was expensive. So like even like right now, I'm not set back because there's some things in my house I wanted to get, but that money that I was going to get like a rug and all that stuff went to get my laptop and all that stuff back because that was crazy. So the freaking crime here in Houston, I think also elevated when all these new people got here as well.
For sure. And speaking of people breaking car windows, mine got broken last night in the rental I'm driving because somebody stole my actual car that I just got.
Oh, what?
For my birthday last month. But
hold on. So they stole the car. Wait, hold on. So they stole your car and then like a week later they broke your window as well?
Well, it happened in two separate places. My car was stolen from my apartments, which, we're not even gonna get into. But I was out as well, enjoying myself, having a time last night. And I come back to my car, I'm damn near drunk as fuck.
Oh my God.
And my friend actually saw it because it was on the passenger side, so I didn't even notice it. And like, I probably wouldn't have if she didn't say anything. Or until we felt the air.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was hella glass just inside. Like they just broke it. And I really didn't have anything in there. I had some headphones that they could have took, but they didn't take anything.
They didn't take anything? You might want to check.
Not even my shoes. No, like shoes, everything. Like I had a hoodie, some shoes, and headphones. They were.
I'm telling you, I didn't think that they took anything on my car, like, cause it took me a minute. It wasn't until I got to like dropping off my date and I was pulling up into like the parking lot and I was like, I think I just realized what they took. And she was like, what? I'm like, they took my freaking backpack. And I'm like, I forgot I even had my backpack in this car. And I look back, I start thinking, I'm like, dang, what was in my backpack? Oh, my laptop. It just started getting worse.
And worse.
My GoPro was in there.
Damn.
I was like, this is crazy. Luckily, I didn't have like none of my my portable hard drive or anything in there, which is where I store all my information. I usually have my hard drive with my laptop. It just so happened that night I didn't have it with me. So I'm like, man, that was devastating. But luckily, I was blessed enough financially because I had a new job to just go ahead and buy another laptop because I knew that was important. I have clients all the time, so that was crazy, man. So this is correct. So this is what I want to do, and I've never done this before, but on my YouTube videos, y'all, I have a button that's called Super Thanks. It's where you can leave a comment, but you can also donate money with your comment. And your comment will also stand out and be at the top. So if you guys are looking at this video, I might even make this an instant premiere actually, because when you watch an instant premiere, there's also like a little chat window on the side that goes up and people can be chatting and talking or just chatting in general while the video's playing. So if you guys want to donate money in the super chat window, or if you guys want to leave a super thanks, however you guys want to do it, I'll be donating all the money that comes through on this video right here to Dee Chanel to help her get her window fixed, because I think that's the least I could do as far as like, you know, with her coming here today. You know, it was kind of like last minute, but she still came through. So I'm really appreciative of that, and I just want to, hopefully my followers, somebody can come through and donate something, even if it's only like $20.
I'll take $1.
Or if it's just $1, anything helps, because that's crazy. I know how expensive it is to replace a window. Mine was a back window. It was a back window?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't give a fuck about the rental. My whole car is still, I'm on that.
Dang, how's that going to work? Like, are they going to like try to charge you for it or something?
Well, the insurance, you know, insurance guys, get insurance when you're in Houston.
Oh, you guys.
But yeah, they pay for it. So
that's crazy. Okay, well, make sure you guys donate something or hit the super thanks button, and it's all gonna go to Dee Chanel. I'm gonna also put her links. If you guys want to follow her on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, that's gonna be in the description as well. So make sure you guys do that. I have one more question, but I'm still thinking about the car break-in thing. That's crazy. Okay, well, here's the last question for the viewers and for us to talk about. Is there any money in Houston? When I say money, I mean like, are there like good jobs, or like, can people come here and survive? Because a lot of people are watching videos like this and they're thinking, I want to be in Houston one day, and they watch a video about people talking about living in Houston while they're in Houston, and I don't know if they ever think about, you know, can you actually survive when you come out here? Can you find good jobs, or, you know, a way to make money in this city?
Definitely, like, but you have to have a certain mindset to really make it here. Like, this is not your average city for real. I will give that to Houston. Like, it's not like any other city I've ever lived in. You just have to have something going for yourself. Like, you really gotta have more than just your job, like your paper job, your W-2. Like, you gotta have some other shit. You have your trades, your skills, something that's
like a side hustle.
Yeah, like, but I feel like anybody should have that. Like, especially nowadays, you can't really trust too much with jobs because, you know, after COVID, everybody lost their jobs, but now they're trying to hire everybody again. So it's really hard and like competitive. But I mean, I've been here for 2 years. I've been in and out of jobs, but I've always been having my bills paid. So like I said, when there's a will, there's a way.
Your bills been getting paid? You've been paying them?
I've been paying. I've been paying them.
Because the way you kind of have said it for a second.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
paid,
technically, indirectly, it's other people's money but they're paying me to pay my bills.
What you do again? Okay, well, then, what do you want to disclose that?
Yeah, you know.
Oh, okay.
You know,
I ain't know what you did.
One of the things I can't disclose. I'm still getting my licensure, so I can't talk about that. But
okay.
I am a chef.
What?
So yeah.
Oh, you going? Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to order something. You gonna come over here and do it big. You like chef?
Oh, real, like not these little TikTok, you know, Rotel taco. No, I do real stuff. I can make anything probably from scratch. Like, I make my own sauces, everything.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're gonna have a conversation after this, because I'm gonna have to order something, because I've been thinking about meal prepping too.
Oh, I can
Because I'm trying to, I'm trying to get, you know, I don't know if y'all noticed, I've been in the gym, you know what I'm saying? I don't look the same way I used to look, cut the hair. I'm on my pretty boy.
Whole new person.
Yeah, I'm on pretty boy stuff now. Like, it's just a whole nother person here now. But yeah, I might inquire about getting some, like, meal preps done, or just in general, if I just want to have a dope night where I eat or something, I might have to
Exactly, just asking me, like, oh, I want some lamb chops tonight, okay.
What? Man, I've been trying to figure out how to make lamb chops. Like, I went through a whole phase last year, y'all. I'm telling y'all. I was trying to figure out how to make lamb chops, and I don't even know where you get the where you even get the meat from. Cause like
H-E-B.
Really?
Or like Whole Foods.
Like the type of lamb chops that you find like at like I don't know Ruth Chris or something like that or something.
Yeah.
Oh what?
Sam's Club.
Oh, we finna talk about this for sure. Like no cap. Okay, well I was gonna say getting back to the topic. Okay, about money in Houston. I do piggyback off of what she says about you have to have like a side hustle, but I also feel like you still need like a solid 9 to 5 hustle. Like you gotta have that so that you know you can have money for the side hustle, because I know you're gonna need like to spend money in order to probably get that started.
Spend money to make money.
Yeah, and like for me, I've done everything under the sun, from being a DJ to being a photographer or whatnot, event planning. I do all those things. And I needed money to be able to buy my turntables. I needed money to buy the cameras that I'm using right now to be able to film this. And so none of that would have ever been possible if I didn't have a 9 to 5. Like I have a 9 to 5 now, but in the past I was a soldier. I did that for 6 years. So that gave me like, you know, the leverage to be able to do a lot of things in my life. So if you're gonna move to Houston, I definitely want to say that you need to make sure you have like some type of 9 to 5 locked in. But if you can, before you get here, I know some people come here without it already guaranteed and they find a way quickly, but I've also seen some people slip into some crazy lifestyles because they trying to figure it out and they just don't want to go back home to wherever they're from and don't want to go back with like an L or feeling like they failed.
Yeah. So
like they get into some crazy, it's really easy to slip into a whole nother lifestyle here in Houston, which is a conversation for a whole other day.
That's a whole video in itself.
Yeah, that's a video for itself. So I just want to say, man, there is money here, but you gotta grind hard to get it.
And have your head on your shoulders.
And if you don't feel like you're the type of person that's gonna really grind to get it, then this ain't the place for you for sure. This is like a little Miami on the cool, the way it's starting to develop. To be honest with y'all gotta come correct for real. But that's all I really wanted to say, man. I think that's the last question on my little list of my little. Unless you have anything you want to talk about real quick. You have any ideas?
I do, because I want a single man's perspective.
Okay, well, shoot. Okay. We rolling it. At this point, it's like a podcast. I might have to name this. I don't know what I'm gonna name it though. I basically got a podcast. Go ahead. What's up?
I'm trying to conceptualize my question.
Conceptualize. Okay, well, while she conceptualizing, I just want to remind y'all can hit the super thanks button. If you guys are still watching this, if you guys are watching this like an instant stream of this, make sure you guys donate some money. Dee Chanel had her back window knocked out on her car. After her car was already stolen, she's just basically going through a lot of car situations, and I just want to like donate or help. I want my audience to help donate whatever you guys can to her cause. Even if you guys are watching this video on Facebook, I do also have like a star button underneath my Facebook videos where you guys can hit the stars and donate stars to me so I can donate it to her. Everything that I make from this video in general, I'm going to be giving to her, so just to help her get her window taken care of. So just want to remind you guys of that. Did you think of what she was about to?
Yeah, like do you think there's like a certain type of girl in Houston, like
why do we have to talk about that? Woo, man.
Yeah, let's get it.
There is definitely a type of woman that you find more often than other type of women here in Houston, and I feel like that's a whole nother topic too. But I'll speak on it though. We can make it. We can talk about it today. So it seems like, in my personal opinion, that the type of women in Houston that you find the most of are the type of women who feel like they're looking for, like when I say they're looking for providers, but not providers in the sense of like, you know, you have a place to stay and you're stable and a job and all that. No, they're looking for beyond that. Like, not only do you have to take care of them and they, you know, have to be comfortable and stuff, but they have to be like, you got to be taking them on trips. You got to be buying basically whatever it is that they want and need and all the little extra stuff, hookahs every time you go somewhere. Because if not, they up out of there, my boy. They for real, like they out of there, man. And I'm not gonna say every single woman in Houston is like that, but the ones that you want, the ones that you're probably attracted to, the ones that got something going on about themselves, you gotta do the most to keep them or to even get their attention in the first place. That's what it seems like from a man's perspective, and all the guys that I talk to. I've had numerous conversations with guys when we've talked about like women, and they're just like saying like what type of women they're found in Houston. It's almost like Houston is just known for being the place where men spend money on women, and women, you know, feel like that's a fair trade-off for their love and attention in an actual relationship. Do you think that's...
Yeah, that's a good answer. What?
I mean, also because, here's another thing. I heard this phrase, well, not heard it, I read it on, like, I think Instagram. It was somebody saying that men, we love unconditionally, you know, and which means we're not expecting anything. We just love the person for who they are, what type of person you are. That's what makes us attractive, besides, you know, the body and all that. And women, most of the time, love conditionally, which means they'll love you, they'll you know, want to be there for you, make your house a home, but you gotta come with something. You can't just, they're not just gonna just love you just because they like your personality and you treat them right. No, you gotta like be a man of like some type of stature in a way, or bring something a lot to the table. The table has to be brought by you, you know, in order for them to even love you like that.
I hate that conversation. What do you bring to the table?
I mean, that's what it seems like, you know, people want nowadays. I mean, I think the movie version of like people like, oh, falling in love just because of your personality and you got a good personality and oh, I treat you right, you treat me right, and that's all there is and all that matters, that doesn't exist. In the real world, men, you gotta have money. And I hate to say it, but you gotta have money, you gotta have something, bring money to the table. It ain't something, it's money. And women gotta look good. Like, because if you don't look good, most of the guys with the money ain't even looking your way. It's like, what do you think? I feel like I'm the only one speaking on it.
I mean, I guess from my perspective, like, do I think it's like a certain type of woman in Houston or like a certain type of man in Houston? Like,
well, I mean, yeah. What type? Do you think I was correct about what type of woman you find in Houston?
Well, I definitely think that there's truth to that statement. Most, like you said, most women who are native to Houston, they do have that mentality because that's kind of like a Houston thing, like tricking and all that, like hoeing and shit like that. Like that's
like a normal thing.
That's normal. So yeah, for some, like, but it's like it's always a give and take situation. Like you gotta give something. You can't just be pretty and think it's just gonna be like take all money. Like I mean,
I don't know.
In a good dream, I would wish somebody would just want to hear just because, like, but it doesn't work like that. Like, you gotta be putting out for something. But the conditional part, I believe love is conditional regardless of which gender we're really speaking about. Okay. Because everybody, like, you go into a relationship expecting something out of somebody. It doesn't, like, you don't.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
I think what I was saying is like men, we can be in a relationship with a woman even though the only thing she brings to the table is she treats me right. Like, that's what I expect out of you, is to just to be there for me.
I don't think that's true, though.
Men can do that.
You can, but will you? Like, she's the nicest girl ever. Mm-hmm. Pretty. Mm-hmm. But no job, no life, anything.
I think men do it all the time. I have done it in the past. I've been in a relationship when I was in my 20s. Now I wouldn't do it. But in my 20s, for sure, I've been in a few relationships where, you know, I had like a 3-bedroom house, 2 cars, you know, I'm like taking care of my life because I was a soldier and stuff. And when I was dating, I just wanted to have somebody to hang out with, go places with, do things with. I never thought about, oh, I need them to help out with the bills, at least pay the light bill. Or I never thought about she gotta have something else going on for herself. And I should have been thinking like that, but I wasn't. And I did over time start to feel like some of these people that I felt like they were just trying to use me. And that probably is why over time those relationships didn't work out. But nowadays, like, I still feel like it's the same thing. There's a lot of guys who they just simply just want somebody to spend time with and hang out with. Because like when you got money and you got things going on for yourself, none of that really matters if you don't got no one to do it with. Like, yeah, I could fly to, you know, Africa today, but who cares about going out there if I'm just completely on some by myself stuff every time I do it. Like, I get like the solo trip shit, that's cool. Like, I'm planning the solo trip. But outside of that, like, eventually you're gonna want to be able to have somebody on the plane with you, have someone packing with you. You want someone to make a joke about like the stuff you seeing. Like, man, you see that freaking camel over there looking crazy? Like, you want to have somebody right there with you that you can just be talking to, because it makes, in my opinion, it makes the experience way better.
Yeah, but like, no, like I said, it's, you're not gonna date nobody. Well, like you said, nowadays you ain't gonna date nobody who doesn't have anything going. Like, and like I said, it's not even going to a relationship like expecting, you know, oh, we're going half on bills, X, Y, Z. Like, it's more just so about it being a balance of just two different people. Like, neither one's supposed to be dependent on the other for anything really, but you can depend on each other if you ever needed to for anything. Like,
but depend how?
To do it.
But like how can a man depend on
all that? Like, from also like fuck the financial part, because none of that really matters, because I can be rich today and broke tomorrow. So
that's
money
true.
Really doesn't.
But I think that's okay with from the woman's side. But a man, it can't be like the man can be like, you know, I don't got no money, but you know, I treat you right. Like I clean your house, I take care of you if you're sick. You know, I try to make sure your car is clean. Whatever it is, a guy can do, take out the trash.
We could work something on that. But you gotta still be looking for a job, because I don't want you to just not have a
part I'm saying. Like a woman can like literally go 10 years
like
just living with you, and you never put the pressure on her that she need to go find a job.
No.
But a man has to be finding a job. Like, you have to, or not finding, you have to have the job, really. Like, I was watching like a TikTok earlier today. There was a guy interviewing a girl outside of a club, and he was like, how much money does a man have to be with you? And she started off being like, oh, he doesn't have to have a lot of money. And he's like, well, what if he's broke? Or what if he makes $0? She was like, oh no, he got to make something. He can't just not, you know, not.
But yeah, like, you want that for yourself. Like, how you taking care of yourself if you don't have a job? Like, if you're a grown adult, you should have a job. Like, how are you doing anything? Like,
True.
How you paying your bills? How are you buying clothes? How you feeding yourself? Like,
For a man.
For anybody.
Man,
adults.
Women can. This is how women can do it.
Who you are.
They can grow up. They can be living with their mom and dad until they're like almost 30 or 30.
And that's problematic.
And
like,
they meet a guy within them years, and then they just basically get handed off from the old daddy's taking care of me to now I got a new daddy taking care of me. Like, and they just go from not paying anything to just because they cute or look good and just go straight into another situation where they're not paying anything and they're just taking care of the house. Women can literally live that life if they wanted to.
I mean, that's. I didn't make that rule, so I don't care. Like I said, for me, I'm always have my own thing going on because I like having my own money.
Now, let me say this. I don't want a woman to think like that. I wouldn't want a woman who's in that situation. I'm just saying, I know in general that is an option in a way for women. That's never going to be an option for me. Is all I'm saying. Like, a man is never.
Men marry old women all the time for their money in Hollywood. Y'all don't.
Where y'all at then? I mean, let me know.
That's what I'm saying. I'm looking for sugar mamas too. Like,
what? Oh, you hold on. You like? Oh, I ain't gonna get that deep into. Well, I mean, do you like girls? Oh, okay. Well, hey, we in the same boat then. We can go out to look. Wingman, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
2 man.
I didn't even know that.
2 man.
We gonna have to talk off camera about some things, cause you cook, chefing, and then you like, oh yeah. All right. Well, with that said, I think that's all I got. I don't really know what else to talk about. You got something else? Okay, cool. Well, make sure you guys, if you guys are blessed enough to be able to donate something, even if it's just $1, $5 or whatnot. Remember, Dee Chanel, she got her car broken into, her back windows are out, and we're trying to help her replace it. So if you guys enjoyed this conversation, or if you got anything from this conversation, donate back by hitting super thanks. Or if you're watching this like instant premiere and you guys are in the chat right now, you guys can leave a super like or a chat comment, donate in there as well. Everything that's going to this video that you guys that are seeing going are going to be going directly to Dee Chanel. So I appreciate. That's my way of saying thank you for coming out and being pretty much my first person that I'm doing this series with. It seems like it's kind of turning into like a podcast in a way. I wasn't trying to make a podcast. I just want to be able to have dope conversations. But I guess this is basically Ken and Corey's podcast.
A vlog because it's a video.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. Is there anything that they should know? Do you have anything coming up, or any project, anything you're working on, or?
No. Wish me luck. The bitch who stole my car, fuck you. I hope you get found. I hope you go to jail.
And there's that. All right, guys. Make sure you guys keep aiming for the top, and I'll see you guys in the next chat or next video. Peace.